Hello, everyone. This is the Triple Cross, aka Agbe Benipal, and in this video, I will be using a video by Jeff Mara podcast, capital Mara, Jeffmara, and then the word podcast. The title of the video that he did is Amazing Messages About Reincarnation in the Afterlife from the Pleidians with Gosha. There are a couple of scenes here that are really cool. Let's do 2 scenes. And that's that. So as the title suggests, reincarnation. I've been talking about reincarnation for years and years and years and years. Was it 2011, 2012? Reincarnation is a trap. Reincarnation is... All right, so you're born. What does that mean to be born? You've existed before this lifetime. Light, which your eyes, the physical eyes and senses can't perceive, for the most part, unless you're more in tune and peeled away the baggages. The light is that which enters the body. The light was already there to begin with, so you were not created. This is just nonsense, religious nonsense and scientific nonsense as well. Okay, but the absolute truth is you were never created the way religion has manipulated us to believe. You already existed. You just came into the body, having an experience. So every time that self records everything that's happening, it's just like automatic. So when you pass over, when your life comes to an end and you move on to the next stage, or you decide to do something else, or that something else in a different body, is what reincarnation is. Why? So basically, if in a way of speaking, there is no reincarnation if the base self doesn't change, according to some people. But reincarnation is just basically the change of the physical or lucid body in different frequencies. As such, you can't really confuse people that are aware. So here comes the council. Here comes the, I'm learning other words like karmic council, karmic board. So they infiltrate, throwing confusion among the mist so that we won't remember who we really are. And it has worked, and it has annihilated most of our remembrances. But we are that which we worship.
So, as we know, we are more than just this physical body. So there is no death as it is understood here. Of course, our
There's no
life
death.
continues. Our consciousness is eternal, and we are source. Our soul is source. We have been explained.
We are source. This is not complicated to understand, but most people fight this, saying nonsense such as, you think you're God. Yes, you are. Even a tree, the food you ate today, the poo that comes out of your butt. God is everything and nothing, if you want to think of it that way. That doesn't mean that there isn't a hierarchy, because some people think of hierarchies as like something that dominates. Not necessarily. Hierarchy just simply means how much love are you willing to give. You give more love, you rise to the very top. There is a very top, but then source consciousness is outside of the universe. It's outside the universe. If you want to give more love, you want to come back and help over and over again, you would be at the very top. And you don't need to be at the very top, but once you reach source, you're hell. You don't even need to reach source to become unstoppable. All you need is a little bit of love to become unstoppable. The power of love. Of course, our brains have been rewired through parasitic entities, parasitic invasions. Anyway, you are that which you worship. Let's continue.
Explaining that it's not like we are just part of the divine reality. We are it. We are a holographic fragment of the source, which is containing the whole, which is containing everything that the source is. So that means that after we die, we basically manifest to ourselves by the source power that we have. We manifest for ourselves a reality that we have in our minds at the moment of death. Okay, let me just explain. Everything is by the frequency match. They always explain to us that everything is frequency and everything happens by the frequency match. So if you meet a person in your life, you manifest that person because you are a match with your frequency to that person. We also attract situations and events. Law of mirrors and law of attraction is very much real, they said. And
okay, so let me just give you an example of that frequency match. Okay, so you've come far. You've made certain improvements, and you meet someone who seems to be like way off. Well, the frequency match here means that there is some residual garbage that must be cleaned up from your part. Like, okay, you've changed, but it's like you've made a mess and you said, oh man, what a mess. All right, I got to clean this up in the kitchen. But you haven't cleaned it up yet. The mess is still there, and others can see the mess. So therefore, that attracts other beings' frequency match. Even though you've changed, you have decided that the mess cannot stay, and you begin cleaning it. Well, some elements of the mess is still there, and so the people you bring into your life, like your partners, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your acquaintances, your job, are all connected. So as you clean up the mess within yourself and take away the thoughts, then those people in your life, they will run. Believe you me, they will run. If they don't run, they will face the consequences of severe pain, or they change to be a better person to be with you.
We attract by the frequency match everything to our lives, even circumstances, no matter how negative it may seem. It's there because somehow we are a match to that situation.
All right, let's move forward a little bit.
Here, false constructs. This can be false people. This can be false, even false.
Okay, so here here she's talking about. Seriously. Here she's talking about false people, soulless entities, and so forth.
Over 3,000 testimonies.
So let's go back here and so forth.
Cities, even events, because everything is done by the frequency management.
Let's go back a little bit. Events.
There is a matrix technology on the moon that has in its power to insert and project onto our reality here false constructs. This can be false people, this can be false, even false cities, even events, because everything is done by the frequency management. So they, by manipulating frequencies from up there, they can actually insert a certain situation by the frequency management. Don't ask me how it's done because it's very complicated for me. It's technical, but they were explaining how this works. So yeah, there could be even events inserted that did not happen, but to our perception it will happen. And
yeah, so this is how dangerous, how perilous, how twisted is the better word, twisted all this is. So those people who understand Mandela effect, that will understand that even that can be manipulated. So whole and history is an invention, twisted. There are elements of truth within it. This is just one hell of a crazy ride, people. One hell of a crazy ride. Now, the whole thing about fake people and props, I know to some degree that it's true, but I don't know if what she is actually saying about 4 out of 5 people actually are not real. They don't have souls. I don't know about that. That hasn't been my experience. But people are psycho. Maybe they've been dumbed down so that their soul is not operating. That's also something that I experienced. But in any case, I just wanted to share that quick video about the reincarnation trap. Good luck. Okay. Again, this is by Jeff Mara podcast. I think I said that already. Hopefully, if not, then you have it again. Good luck on your journey back to source consciousness. This is the Triple Cross, aka Agbe Beni Pao.